Hey, all right. All right. Anyways, check, check, 1, 2. There we go. All right. Should be good now. All right. If you can hear me. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so. Fuck. All right. Check, check, 1, 2. All right. There we go. Okay. So, boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. All right, you can hear me. That's great. Good, good. Now I'm gonna do some more sharing. Fuck. All right. Your group. All right. Do. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, 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 ba. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you can hear me now. And so, yeah, little frame. There we go. Post, Sarnia Party People. You got to love Sarnia 2.0, Sarnia Happening, Sarnia Anything Goes. All right, the best of Sarnia, all about Sarnia, Lizard Bar and Grill. All right, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 4 or 6.0. Anyways, I know you can probably. All right, so we're going to, all right, likes, shares, loves. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, I had like a bit of a little technical issue, technical difficulties there. Fuck. So, anyways, okay. So, anyways, I had. There we are. Yeah. Okay. So, craft beer near and far. Birthdays of my friends. Blah 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 blah. Exclusively Van Halen. Craft beer reviews. All right. So yeah. Um, okay. So share now, share to a group. There we are. So, anyways, welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live. Um, okay. All right. Not that I like this. We fixed up our issues. Okay. So we're live. Larry, how's it going? Um, so hopefully you can like hear me all that great, all that well. Blah blah blah. All right. Do 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 do. So how about that? How about that? All right. So, anyways, yeah, welcome to Big Jim Broadcast Live, version 6.0. It's episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Got my shit together finally. So, anyways, um, yeah. All right. So, anywho, all right. Back to where I was. So Battlestar Galactica. There we are. All right. Okay. 1978, 80. There we go. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, we were like doing just fine. So I just had a few. I just had to switch computers. Um, doing some like, all right, Judas Priest, Judas Priest, Judas Priest. All right. Okay, we got that. All right. So yeah, we had like a little bit of some technical difficulties there. Um, yeah. Anyways, got the movie on right now. It is all right. Yeah, Larry, Diane, we're back on. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. I had to switch laptops. I'm experiencing some sound issues. So if you can hear this guy, Pipe up. All right. All right. So if you can hear him, say hello. All right. So yeah. Okay. So anyways, like I said, Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Um, let's see here. I'm going to go through my intro. All right. Welcome to Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 287. Big Jim Blogcast Live airs Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, and Wine O'Clock Wednesdays. We're now in our 6th year as Big Jim Blogcast Live debuted back in 2018. Excuse me. Great. Thanks. Good. This year, we expect more craft beer reviews. We've done over like 250 plus counting with paired with a good cigar and spirit. Tonight's craft beer comes to us. It is called Lit Lager. Look at that. All right. It is from the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario. We've got a good, it's paired off with like Crown Royal Vanilla and a good cigar. Where is that? I'm going to light it up in a minute here. It's a Rocky Patel vintage. All right. So, anyways, yeah. We we pair it with like our craft beer reviews. We pair it with like good cigar, good spirit, like one rum whiskey 2024. Mm, mm. All right. All right. Mm. All right. No, just inhaling that. For our buzzwords here are retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear. We talk about classic movies, classic rock, classic toys, classic TV, classic pro wrestling, classic albums. All right. Mm, mm-hmm. With along with this week in Van Halen history, along with local events, bongos, countdowns. Wait a minute. All right. Good cigar. And we do like countdowns, bongo solos, some gong solos. All right. And and my sidekick Cactus Jack, if you can hear him, we're all good. All right. Okay. So yeah. All right, we're back, baby. Okay. So, anyways, the blogcast is now seen. Aside from being seen in the U.S. and Canada, we're now seen in the UK, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, etc. Thank you for watching, tuning in. Tune in and turn us on. Enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here, and we are not spam. I'm going to reiterate this several more times tonight. Big Jim Blogcast Live isn't spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. And I want to give shouts out for you watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin group, Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups, yesteryear groups, the vintage, all the classic rock, Judas Priest, Van Halen, hair metal, hard rock groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, the Superman groups, Chris Reeve groups. If I haven't forgotten that, Superman. All right. Superman fans worldwide just sharing this. If you like us, share up, subscribe to us. So anyways, there we go. Real Superman, Chris Reeves is Superman. There we are. Chris Reeves. Okay. There we are. So anyways, So let's see. Switch this back. There we go. And there we are. So, all right. Oh, Okay, so there we are. All right. So likes, loves, there we go. All good, all good. We're going. Yep. And so, all right. And now that we got that out of the way, all right. So, anyways, we've got our. I'll give you guys a disclaimer. Um, mm, mm. All right. Just checking out some of my notifications here. Um, all right. So yeah, I may say a few bad, dirty words tonight, like shit, damn, screw, fuck. You may hear a lot of those words tonight. So grab a Kleenex, be forewarned, go to your safe space, do what you got to do. But some of those words will come out tonight. So, and yeah. So, anyways, welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. We're a bit of a 15-minute late start. We usually start at 7. Had some sound issues, had to switch laptops there for a sec. But apparently, according to my watchers, we're all good now. We're all settled in. The craft beer for tonight. Anyway, but when I do these craft beer reviews, all right, our craft beer for tonight, I'm trying this for the very first time tonight. It is called Lit Lager. It is by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, Canada, right off of Highway 21. Trying it for the very first time tonight. Accompanying that is Crown Royal Vanilla. Before we get into our all that tonight, we're gonna have we're gonna get to our birthday shout outs for tonight. We're gonna get to our countdowns, our local events. We're gonna talk about a legendary late character actor, Lance Legault. We'll talk about the movie Superman 4 and the different effects of the different kinds of kryptonite. We'll talk about Galactica 1980. We'll talk about Galactica alien Borellian Nomen. We'll talk about the Renegade, former late WCW wrestler Renegade, and we'll go over the Ultimate Warrior DVD. Why those two things tie into each other, I'll explain. Our classic guitar duos, KK Downing and Glenn Tipton of Judas Priest, our classic album, Screaming for Vengeance, Judas Priest, and This Week in Van Halen History. So right on. So here we go. Let's get settled in here. All right. Bam. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share this to a few more groups tonight. There we go. There we go. Okay. Steven Tyler. There we are. All right. Okay. There we are. All right. Post cigar smokers. All right. So yeah. Birthdays. There we go. All right. Blogging for beginners. Okay. So craft beer buddies. All right. So anyways, yeah. Let's see. Okay. No. All right. And yeah, you like the show? You like Big Jims Blogcast Live? Feel free to share us all over Facebook, and I'm not going to object to it. So, anyways, it was quite a weekend. Let's get into our craft beer for tonight. I'm going to pour it. It is called Lit Lager. It is by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario. They're right off of Highway 21. Look at that. I mean, all right. So anyways, it is Bad Apple Brewing Company. So anyways, I'm going to pour it. I am trying this for the very first time tonight. But before I drink it, I'm going to go over all right, I got it in the Bad Apple glass. Look at that. So anyways, we're all good. I'm doing a bit of, there we go. So look at that. Look at the clearness of it, the Bad Apple glass. There we go. But before I get into that, I'm going to give you my craft beer rating system. I do give this a rating out of 10. The craft beer, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on, the blogcast. So there's the 10, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So we want it to fall into the 10 to 6 range tonight. Like I said, I give it a rating out of 10 later on. What am I going to do? 6, 10, 1, 3, 4, 2. Well, just tune in later on, fuck. All right. And when I do these craft beer reviews, oh yeah, and here's another thing. Now, I picked this up in my local liquor store, the LCBO. It's called the Growler. It's an up-to-date version of it's an up-to-date booklet to your Ontario craft beer guide. It's available for $3 in any craft brewery in Ontario, and any craft brewer in any LCBO in Ontario. and it's your, like I said, it's the most up to date version of your craft brewery guide in Ontario. Yeah, and so breweries by region, pick that up if you see it. There you go. All right, and okay, boom. All right. Um, mm, mm. All right, good cigar there. It is a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut. I got that from like Riverfront Cigars here in Sarnia. Like I said, I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Like I said, I give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number and see if it matches up with mine. So we're all good. All right, here we go. Mm, mm. Not bad. A little bit of like right off the hop, an OV-ish taste to it. They don't give you much information here on the like on on the beer, what's in it and all that, but it does go down really smoothly. Mm, mm. We'll just set that right back here, and accompanying it is your Crown Royal Vanilla. Um, mm. All right, so. All right. Good combo there. Okay. So what am I forgetting here? Okay. Mm, mm. Just checking out some notifications here. Oh, we're all good. So yeah. All right. Bam. Okay. So yeah. All right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. We have to relight this baby again. So, yeah. Mm, mm. All right. Yeah, good cigar there. It's like a Rocky Patel vintage, 1999. I got that from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. Yeah, fuck. All right, bongo solo. All right, yeah. So, and it's like I said, like if you're having a good time here, hey, who isn't? And yeah, thank you for ending your weekend with me. All right, we're all good here. Let's see. Maybe I could, okay. Let's see here. There we go. Switch. All right. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Share to feed. Share now. There we go. All right. Mm. Mm. Switching there. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. There we are. Okay. So yeah. Likes and loves. Thank you. All right. I see the likes and loves. It's all good. It's all good. All right. So, okay. So, anyways, let's see here. Send in messenger. Bad apple. Okay. There we go. Bad apple. I just sent them that. There we are. So, anyways, yeah. And also, where is it here? Okay. Well, anyways, I'll just set this. This is the cube. Okay, we've got our Big Jim Blogcast Live mug, the cube, the Rubik's Cube. For all of you who do not know what this is a legendary toy from the 1980s. I got the Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug over here, plus my bullhorn. All right. Hello, everybody. Okay. Oh, rock and roll. There we are. We'll just set that back right down there. All right. So I'm going to, several times tonight, I'm going to give this a spin, a couple of spins to get like a color. I'm going to try for white. All right. Let's see. Bam. Okay. Drum roll. Here we go. White. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. Let's see here. Okay. So, all right. Didn't do that. Look at that. All right. Good T. Yeah, right on. Yeah, I know you can hear me. Right on. So, yeah. Okay. So we'll just put this back in the Big Jim Blogcast Live mug. All right. So we're just doing a little bit. All right. And it's Sunday, April 14th, 2024. It also, if you guys have any compliments, concerns, ring me up on the Big Jim Blogcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell. And yeah, we'll just chat and we'll like have a good time. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. Mm, mm. All right. Bam. Good cigar there. We've got Cactus Jack here tonight. All right. All right. And we will get to birthday shoutouts in a second. This is Cactus Jack. Can be my sidekick all year long. So, all right. So, yeah. Let's see here. What notifications? There we go. All right. So, okay. Whew. All right. Get that in a nutshell. All right. So, yeah, we're 2 solid hours of Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. So, we're in it. I've got them. Like I said tonight, before I get into some birthday shout outs, we've got we're gonna do some local events, countdowns. We're gonna go over the career of a legendary late character actor, Lance Legault. We'll talk about Superman 4 and different kinds of kryptonite. We'll talk about the Galactica spinoff, Galactica 1980, Battlestar Galactica alien Borellian Nomen, the late WCW pro wrestler Renegade. Our classic guitar duos KK Downey and Glenn Tipton, our classic albums, Screaming for Vengeance by Judas Priest, and This Week in Van Halen History. So right on, let's get going here. All right, so, okay. Mm, mm. All right, boom, okay. All right, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Mm, okay, so, and mm, good stuff there. We've got Lit Lager by the Bad Apple Brewing Company. Does anybody find that offensive? I don't. Okay, so I'm going to show it. Show of hands. That's cool. It's called Lit Lager. Here's the, yeah, it's by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario. They are right outside of Godrich. They're off Highway 21. I've been there before. Awesome little brewery out there. And, smooth tasting, goes down really smooth, first off. Now, when I do these craft beer reviews, I don't go well, I take a highbrow approach to it. I very much like the scintillating taste and the sexy. No, I don't. I don't use any highbrow fancy language. I go with my gut and what's in here. So, anyways, to start us off, Lit Lager by Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, Canada. Mm, mm. Yeah, good beer, good taste to it. Not much info on the can there. 4.2% alcohol volume, keep refrigerated, of course. So, like I said, I do give it a rating out of rating out of I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you are still here and sticking around, you can feel free to throw out a number, like so many people have done in the past. Mm, mm. All right. Good stuff. So far, so good. Smooth tasting. Whether it's a spear, whether it's like a spring, summer, or fall beer, I'll let you know. So, all right. So, anyways, we do. All right. So, anyways, yeah. I got a good cigar going with it, a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut. Mm, mm. All right. So, yeah. Mm. Okay. Bam. Good cigar. Bam. All right, we got some bongo solos there, and we've got our it's Big Jim Broadcast Live. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. The bullhorn. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get to some birthday shout outs now. All right. So, anyways, all right, we're gonna okay, so here we are. So all right. All right. So, okay. Happy birthday to you. All right. Well, he's there. I'm all right. From April 8th to April 14th, Mel Keenan, Chris Waters, Kiera Court, Jennifer Chappell, Travis Goodyear, John LeBlanc, Trevor Wardrop, Helena Sousa. All right. So happy birthday, everybody. And happy birthday from me at Big Jim Blogcast Live and Cactus Jack. All right. All right. So, yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287. And no lip reading there. But, yep. So, anyways, happy birthday, everyone. Mel Keenan, Chris Waters, Kiera Court, Jennifer Chappell, Travis Goodyear, John LeBlanc, Trevor Wardrop, Helena Sousa. Yeah. So, happy birthday, everybody. So, from Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. So, yeah. And again, all right. Bam. Okay. So we're here. We're having a good time. All right. Likes and loves. There we are. Yeah. All right. So, got the good craft beer going on. We've got the cigar. We've got the Crown Royal Vanilla. We've got the craft beer, lit lager from Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario. Been there. Great brewery there. Great winning beers there. All right. So yeah, put that back here. It tastes good so far. No quarrels over there. Uh, mm, all right. So okay. All right. So I'll tell you about where I went today. Anyways, but yeah, let's get into some countdowns now. All right. Father's Day, 63 days. Mother's Day is in 28 days away. Victoria Day long weekend is 36 days away. Earth Day is 8 days away. Canada Day is 78 days away. And the one everybody's all been waiting for, summer, that is 67 days away. All right. So, yeah, we got that out of the way. Anywho, uh, Big Jim Blogcast Live. I'm going to remind everybody tonight that, we are not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms where listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. All right. So, yeah. Where do we land? There we go. All right. So, and like I said, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out for you watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia Rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Judas Priest, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Pro Wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So, anyways, group, bongo. There we are. Handmade bongo. There we are. So, all right. Shared that post. There we are. And the Superman Chris Reeve group. So great. Good. Glad to see you guys out here tonight, supporting the blogcast. Yeah. And so, all right. So, anyways, all right. So, and I got to forewarn you guys, there might be some bathroom breaks tonight. Couple of bathroom breaks. So, all right. We've got a good cigar going on here. It's a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut from 1999. Got that from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, like local events. As we get to local events, Yeah. April 19th, 2024, Hysteria, a tribute to Def Leppard at Ruster and Sarnia. Go to the Ruster page for more info. WW Ticket Scene Events. Ruster, a great little music hall right outside, kind of on the border of Sarnia. Sarnia Kisman Rib Fest, Friday, June 14th to Sunday, June 16th in Centennial Park, Sarnia. Ribs, craft beers, live music. Great time. You can't go wrong with live music, craft beers, and great ribs. Different ribbers from all across Ontario are going to be there. Sarnia Kisman Rib Fest puts on a great rib fest. Saturday, April 13th, 2024, 7:30 till 12 p.m. is a 90s party. Oh, all right. Well, that was yesterday. Excuse me. So I got to cross that off my list. Black Gold Brewery. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Blue Water Border Fest. Oh, yeah. All right. So, okay. So Blue Water Border Fest, 2024 from Thursday, June 20th, Friday, June 21st, Saturday, June 22nd. It's going to be at Centennial Park in Sarnia. The bands that are going to be appearing there are Bush, Skillet, Saint Asonia, Born Riot, and Our Lady Peace, Creed, Figure 11, I Mother Earth, Scott Stapp. Mark and the guys put on a great, they always put on a great Blue Water Border Fest. They always put in the hard work. They pick up the pieces where Bayfest left off. And they gave us tickets to give away back in 2019. Keep on watching Big Jims Blogcast Live. They might give us tickets to give away on here for some few lucky contest winners. Yeah. So anyways, kudos to them. Mark and the guys, great. They put on a great show. So they work hard at it. Right on. Blue Water Border Fest. Destroyer, the best Kiss tribute band in the world, are going to be appearing at Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse. Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse, another great brewery. Tickets they're going to be Saturday, May 11th, 2024. Tickets are $20 at the door. Imperial City Brewhouse, another little great brewery right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, can't go wrong. They've got some winning beers there. All right. So, okay. Sarnia Poutine Feast, Thursday, May 30th to June 2nd, Centennial Park, Sarnia. If you're into poutine, you like that. There's going to be a bunch of vendors there from all over Ontario, including the Upper Deck, who are friends with the Big Jims Blogcast Live. Got to give shouts out to them. I would, mark that weekend on your calendar for Poutine Feast, Sarnia Poutine Feast in Centennial Park, Sarnia. It's the 6th annual Mitten Village Block Party, Saturday, August 24th, 10 a.m., 135 Mitten Street South. Go to their the Mitten Village Block Party Facebook page for more updates. But it's going to be a party. It's going to be a great time. Friday, April 26th. Let's see here. Yeah. 2024, 8 p.m. at Ruster's Big Shiny Tunes. Again, great little music hall on the outskirts of Sarnia there. Friday, May 10th, 8 p.m. Again at Ruster is going to be the Bob Noxious 2024 tour with Aces High and Quiet Mind. www.ticketscene.ca. Yeah, great. It's going to be a great time with Bob Noxious with Aces High and Quiet Mind. So yeah. Anyways, where I was today, I was at the Sarnia Pop Culture Show. I went there this afternoon before I managed to catch it. Got in there. The guys from Future Pastimes Trent and the guys from Future Pastimes really put on a great show today at the Sarnia Pop Culture Show. There was lots of it. I did post a few pics of it, and one gentleman, including in his Ghostbusters, complete with the proton pack. yeah, lots of interesting people there. Lots of like cool, classic, retro, vintage stuff there. Star Wars, classic sci-fi, comic books, Avengers, you name it, they had it right there. So give shouts out to the guys in Future Pastimes, Trent, and the guys in Future Pastimes for like putting on a great Sarnia pop culture show. And I went there like this was like about 4 years ago in 2019. I met the Brooklyn Brawler there. Hopefully they have more celebrity guests this time. The next one. So all right, okay. So yeah, and all right. Mm. Okay. So boom. Mm. Bam. All right. So yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 287. It is Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Thank you for watching. We've got a mm, we've got everything here. We've got some bongo solos. We've got Cactus Jack. All right. Say hello, Cactus. Big Jim Blogcast Live. And I'm not telling him what to say. All right. There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. And he's going to be with me all year long. We've got like a good gong. We've got the hotline. If you've got like questions, comments, concerns, phone me up on my Big Jim Podcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell. And you know what? We'll just shoot the shit. So yeah. All right. So we got our craft beer going on tonight. Our craft beer accompanied by a good cigar, Rocky Patel Vintage. I brought back up. All right, one more here. Mm. All right. So we got our craft beer accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Mm. The craft beer for tonight. Mm. 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 The craft beer for tonight. It is called Lit Lager. There we go. There we are. Let's turn this around. Lit Lager. All right. So, and it's by Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, Canada, right outside of Godrich. We're on Highway 21. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Mm. Mm. All right. So yeah, it's very good beer. It goes down smoothly. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. You know, let's see. Yeah, whether it's a good spring, summer, or fall beer, it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. So I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so. Mm, mm. I brought back up. So yeah, I will put this back here. Um, mm, all right. So yeah. Mm, all right. Oh, all right. Good cigar there. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. And we are rocking. So let's get into it. I've got like before we get into our movie, and I've got it like let's see, maybe I should like okay. All right, I'll just reverse it a little. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. All right, okay. So yeah, shouts out to you watching Metal Sludge Groups. All right, we will go out later to YouTube. So yeah. All right. So we get into our like legendary character actor. Like I said, there may be a few bathroom breaks. I can't help that. So anywho, let's see. What are we doing here? All right. So yeah. But we get into our now we're going to get into our hey, it's that guy, our legendary character actor, Mr. Lance Legault. All right, so All right. So, anyways, yeah, this is him. All right. So, all right. So, yeah, our legendary character actor Lance Legault. You might recognize him. Um, hmm, all right. So, he was born. All right. Okay. So he was born May 2nd, 1935, in Chicago, Illinois. He passed away, unfortunately, September 10th, 2012, at the age of 77 in Los Angeles, California. Um, Now, he started out in three Elvis Presley films. He was an original member of the Elvis Presley Memphis Mafia. He gets a full football scholarship to the University of Wichita. Um, and he was Elvis Presley's stunt double for three movies: Girls, 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 Kissing Cousins, and Viva Las Vegas in 1964. Now he's best known for playing military officers on or a villain or a tough guy. Now his best roles were like were like his best roles were Colonel Roderick Decker of the A Team. He was that gravelly voice character. He failed to capture the A Team, but he had a good time in doing it too. He's like Colonel Buck Green on Magnum PI. Like I said, yeah, he was cast in he played Colonel Roderick Decker on the A Team, um, and Colonel Buck Green on Magnum PI. Um, Plus, he guest starred in like Knight Rider, Battlestar Galactica, Dallas, Airwolf, Murder She Wrote, Dukes of Hazzard, MacGyver, Gunsmoke. He played Colonel Glass in the 1981 Bill Murray movie Stripes. Um, he's done voiceover work in commercials for Burger King, 7 Up, Dodge, NBC, and ABC film film trailers, and Elvis Presley's Graceland entrance for the video game Battlezone 2 and Combat Commander in 1998. His last film role was in the movie 2013's Prince Avalanche, starring Paul Rudd. Played like a villain. Passed away, unfortunately, from heart failure Monday, September 10th, 2012, at his home in Los Angeles at age 77. So, yeah, and like I said, his best roles were like Colonel Buck Green in Magnum PI, Colonel Roderick Decker in the A Team. He was a tanker salesman, Al, your pal Halliday in Dallas, 1989. Borellian Nomen, Battlestar Galactica, which we'll get to. Of course, the A Team, Magnum PI, Gunsmoke, Battlestar Galactica, Wonder Woman, MacGyver, Simon and Simon, T.J. Hooker, Knight Rider, Dukes of Hazzard, Murder She Wrote, The Incredible Hulk, Rockford Files, Renegade, Star Trek: The Next Generation, where he also played a Klingon. So, all right. So yeah, that is your legendary character actor. Hey, it's that guy Lance Legault. Yeah. So, all right. All right. And what I remember this guy. Guy had the perfect voice for voiceovers. Um it His introduction in the A Team gave me gave me a chills as a teenager. I'm gonna catch the A Team and I'm gonna make them pay. He had that deep gravelly voice. Real I can't do it myself, but yeah. And I did post several interviews with him and his career highlights on my blogcast pages and my Facebook pages. So look for it, like it. Bathroom break. Hold on a sec. All right. So, all right. Here we go. I'm coming back, coming back, coming back. You know how it is. Fuck. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So, anyways, bathroom break. All right. So here I am. Cheers. Yeah. So, mm. All right. So yeah, it is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 287. It is Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Yeah, so I hope you're having a good time. All right. So yeah. Uh all right, so we get into that. Boom. All right, yeah. Mm. Okay, so bongo solo here. Bam. All right. So we'll get into our Superman movie in a minute here. Tonight's craft beer accompanied. I've got a great cigar going on with it. Rocky Patel Vintage. Mm, mm, Our craft beer for tonight. Accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. And then we got a good combo here. Um, mm, mm, mm. So yeah, our craft beer, it is called Lit Lager. And I got it. All right. Well, I'm just gonna top this baby up. All right. So there we go. I've got their glass here too. So it's a nice oval there we go. So yeah, I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Mm, mm. Yeah, and I got to tell you, it's a very good beer to start. No unpleasant aftertaste, goes down really smoothly. I'm going to start us off by being it's a good spring beer. Yeah, here's the can. Hopefully, this doesn't offend anybody. Lit lager. All right, so there's the. All right, so it kind of reminds me of OV, a little bit of OVX taste to it. Mm, mm, mm. All right, so yeah. Mm, mm. Okay, so anyways, uh, yeah, good taste to it. Good spring beer. Goes down smoothly so far. Um, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you want to throw in a number later on, feel free to do so. We're all about our audience participation here at Big Jim Blogcast Live. So I'll just put this back here. Mm. All right. So yeah. Mm. Okay. So we get to our movie. Mm. 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 All right. So yeah, just um, excuse me. That is a really good cigar. So yeah. Um. All right. So as we get to our movie tonight, um, let's see. We've got. All right. So yeah. All right. Okay. We get to Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. Um. And yeah. So, anyways, I got it. I've got the movie I'm playing on here right now. From our Superman series, we are going to talk about Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. The last featuring the late Christopher Reeve. So, and all right, all the major players are back for this one. We've got um, Superman, Christopher Reeve himself, Superman. We've got Perry White. All right, so we've got this guy back. We've got two new cast members: Mark Pillow as Nuclear Man, plus Margot Kidder as Lois Lane. All right, and yeah, we've got these two. All right, here. So the cast: Superman 4: The Quest for Peace was released July 4th, 1987. So, um, hmm. Oh yeah, we got Lex Luthor back. So here he is. There we go. Now its budget was 17 million. It barely recouped uh, its budget. As I'm right, it only grossed like maybe $3 or $4 million at the box office. It will go through Christopher Reeve as Superman Clark Kent, Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, Margot Kidder as Lois Lane, Jackie Cooper as Perry White, Mark Pillow as Nuclear Man, John Cryer from Two and a Half Men fame as Lenny Luthor, the nephew of Lex Luthor, Mark McClure as Jimmy Olsen, Sam Wanamaker as David Warfield, and Mariel Hemingway as Lacey Warfield. Now, the plot premise, Clark Kent is on vacation in Smallville, finds a green Kryptonian module. All right. A recording for his mom says a crystal can only be used once. He returns to Metropolis, and the Daily Planet has been taken over by tabloid tycoon David Warfield. He fires Perry White. Lacey Warfield is the new editor. Superman speaks to the UN about that the U.S. and the Soviet Union are headed for a nuclear arms race. Superman collects all like the nuclear warheads from every nation, hurls it into the sun. Lenny Luthor breaks his uncle out of prison. They steal a strand of Superman's hair. They create Nuclear Man. Superman, Nuclear Man do battle. Superman's infected with radiation sickness. Everybody thinks Superman is dead. Clark is in his apartment, uses the Krypton energy module to heal himself. Nuclear Man kidnaps Lacey, wreaks havoc on the city. It's Nuclear Grid. Superman rescues Lacey, fights Nuclear Man, throws him in a nuclear power plant. Perry White gets back to Daily Planet. Superman recaptures Lex and Lenny. Lex goes to prison. Lenny goes to Boys Town. Now, as you may have imagined, this movie was made by Canon Films. This movie, according to Christopher Reeve, was a complete and utter shit show. Reeve pitched the nuclear arms race storyline. Wes Craven was going to direct, but him and Reeve clashed. Reeve demanded a new director. Canon Studios reduced the movie's budget from $32 million to $17 million. Instead of filming in New York, Superman was filmed in the UK. The original special effects crew on the first three films were replaced by cheaper Israeli crews. Canon went bankrupt after taking a loss on Superman. Director changes Richard Donner to Richard Lester. Reeve, as you may have noticed, I noticed this, he stopped working out. Nuclear Man's lines were dubbed by Gene Hackman. Margot Kidder only appears for 5 minutes into the film because probably she clashed with the creators of the movie. Rumor has it she clashed. Her vision for Lois Lane didn't quite match up there, so she spoke up. Her part was cut to about 5 minutes in the movie. There we go. There she is. Only appears in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And like I said, the special effects were very cheap. Again, here's Superman speaking to the UN, United Nations. All right, so yeah. Reeve in his book said Canon Films really shortchanged the Superman 4 movie. I don't blame them. I've been watching it. Cheap special effects. You can really see it. All right. And yeah. So, okay. So anyways, and here we are, good old Clark Kent and Superman. Like I got to say, if you, and here, here's Lacey and Mr. Warfield, the new, they fire Perry White, tabloid tycoon. All right, and Gene Hack, Lex Luthor, and Nuclear Man. So, and I got to say, Christopher Reeve has stopped working out, and it was really noticeable. And he also mentioned in his book that Superman: The Quest for Peace wasn't given any special treatment by Canon Films. They just slashed the budget in half with special effects, all that, and you could really tell in this movie. It's just cheap, really on the cheap. And Christopher Reeve was pissed off, so he never started another Superman film ever again. So But yeah, like I mean, the whole thing with me and like this Clark Kent Superman dual identity, like I mean, come on. All right, fuck. Okay, can you tell? I'm still. I take off my glasses. I'm Superman, but I'm still put on my glasses. Oh, I'm a different person now. Nobody can recognize me. So, all right. Well, I'll leave you to that. Like I mean, suspension of disbelief there. So, all right. Um, it okay. So yeah, in our the first Superman was very good. Superman 2 was very good. Superman 3, um, yeah, not a Superman 4 really actually shit the bed. It wasn't Christopher Reeve's fault. I'll make that known to all the Christopher Reeve fans out there. And I felt sorry for like the cast who had to go through all these changes. So yeah, and I did post several interviews and clips, the Superman 4 trailer on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So, all right. Mm, mm, okay. So, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. All right. Excuse me. Mm. Some of it went down the wrong way there. All right. Good cigar here. It is like a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut. Um, let's see. All right. Open clues. All right. I'm just restarting this movie. So, all right. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I did post like several of uh, of the scenes from the movie and interviews with Chris Reeve on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So look for it, like it. Mm. All right. So we got a good cigar going on here. It's a retro. It's a, like a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. Boom. All right. So yeah. Mm. Um, we got a good craft beer going on tonight. It's accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Um, mm, okay. And mm, 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 mm. The craft beer for tonight is called Lit Lager. Um, mm, all right. Whoa. It is by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in like Zurich, Ontario. Um, they are right on Highway 21. You can't miss them. Big barn, big logo there. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Mm, okay. Yeah, good taste, good aftertaste. Goes down smoothly. It's a good spring beer. It actually goes good with barbecues. And it's a good back deck beer, a good barbecue beer. I'm going to top that up a little bit. Mm. I mean, I'm not going to take it easy on this beer. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. Mm. Mm. All right. So, okay. And also, the different, we've got like different kinds of kryptonite here. Um, we've got like all the colors of kryptonite. You think that's Superman's blue? Uh, causes like pain, power loss, and eventual death for Bizarro Superman. We've got black, gold, jewel, red, green, white. White kills all plant life. There we go. They're the different colors of kryptonite. Green, red. Superman's got to watch out for red there because temporary and unpredictable mental damage in Kryptonians, such as shrieking, shrinking, growing, sleepwalking, hallucinations. Green causes common forms, causes pain, power loss, and eventual death for Kryptonians. So there are all your colors of the kryptonite there. I did post more info on my blogcast page and my Facebook page for kryptonite in case you want to find a. I don't think there's any kryptonite that can harm humans, but if you're from Krypton, watch out. There you go. So, all right. Mm, mm. All right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Um, we have, we're doing some Rubik's Cube tonight. I'm going to try and get the color white for a couple of spins. Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, look at that. Oh, let's see. Almost. I'll put it in his Big Jims Blogcast Live mug. Set that over here. Yeah. So with the hotline tonight, we've got, like, if you have any concerns, complaints, compliments, you want to ring me up on your rotary phone or your cell, 1-800-867-5309. There we go. So, yeah. All right. Boom. Okay. And we've got, like, Cactus Jack here. Yeah. Hello, everyone. The Big Jims Blogcast Live version 6.0. Have a good time. Have a good time. All right. He repeats everything I say, so there we are. So we'll just put him back. He'll be with me all year round. Bam. All right. So, okay. Mm, mm, mm. All right. So, okay. So, anyways, as we get to our as we get to our classic canceled TV series, we've got Galactica 1980. All right. So, anyways, yeah, Galactica 1980. All right. So it is. There we are. There's that. All right. So it was a spin-off of the original Battlestar Galactica. So, all right, as you can see that there's all the original cast members there. Okay. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah, Galactica 1980. It aired on ABC from January 27th, 1980 to May 4th, 1980. The premise, it, okay. So the premise was set in the year 1980, of course. A generation after the original Battlestar Galactica, the Galactica crew and the 220 fleet of ships finally reaches and discovers Earth. Now the cast was like Lauren Green as Commander Adama, Kent McCord as Captain Troy, the adopted son of Apollo, Barry Van Dyke as Lieutenant Dillon, and Herbert Jefferson Jr. as Colonel Boomer, Captain Troy and Lieutenant Dillon, and the teams of Colonial Warriors work covertly to work incognito with members of Earth's scientific community to improve Earth's defenses and technology against the Cylons. So, character, there's been a lot of like absences. There's from the original BSG, the original Battlestar Galactica, are not explained. Commander's daughter Athena, Colonel Ty, Muppet the robot dog, and Starbuck's girlfriend Cassiopeia are strangely absent from Galactica 1980. Apollo has died. Starbuck is marooned on a desert planet. The final episode, the return of Starbuck, he appears in the final episode of Galactica 1980. There were only 10 episodes. There, like I said, no explanation is given for the other characters' absences, but Starbuck returns in the final episode for the return of Starbuck. Canceled only after 10 episodes. ABC ABC, in their infinite wisdom, they put up, all right, here's like they put up Galactica 1980. They aired it from 7 to 8 p.m. Against Disney's Wonderful World and Sunday's 60 Minutes on CBS. So CBS had, all right, NBC had Disney's Wonderful World. And of course, CBS had 60 Minutes, which was like basically rating suicide for Galactica 1980. I did post more of like the trailers and clips from the series on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. There we are. There's like Robin Douglas, who joins like Commander Adama, Captain Troy, Captain and Lieutenant Dillon. So yeah. And Lauren Green himself would go on to star in another one-hit wonder called Code Red. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. Mm, yeah. So that was Galactica 1980. They finally discover Earth, but so anyway, they can't there we are. Whoops. So Galactica 1980 and the conquest of the Earth, like da 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 da. Byron James guest stars on here: Dirk Benedict, Byron James, Dennis Haysbert. All 10 episodes. Galactica discovers Earth. Galactica discovers Earth Part 2. Galactica discovers Earth Part 3. The Super Scouts Part 2. Disc 2 has on it Spaceball, The Night the Cylons Landed, The Night the Cylons Landed Part 2, Space Croppers, and The Return of Starbuck. So, yeah. It was a cool show for its time. So, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Mm. Mm. All right. Good cigar here. Yeah. So, anyways, I want to reiterate tonight that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. There's your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia Rocks, Chain Reaction, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. All the Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, yesteryear nostalgia groups. All the Judas Priest, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups. All the craft beer, cigars. Sci-fi groups, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. All the Superman, Christopher Reeve groups. Right on. I hope you're enjoying Big Jim Blogcast Live tonight, version 6.0, episode 287. So tonight's craft beer, accompanied by a good cigar. Mm. Mm. Rocky Patel Vintage. We got our Crown Royal Vanilla with us. All right. So mm, mm. Tonight's craft beer is called Lit Lager. All right. So, yeah, and that is by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario. They are right on Highway 21. They're in a big barn right outside of Godrich. Trying it for the very first time tonight. I've got to tell you that Lit Lager, um, Lit Lager is a very good beer. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. It goes down really smoothly. It's a good spring summer. It's a good spring summer and fall beer. I'll give it that. It's a good barbecue back deck beer. And already, if you've got a number you want to throw out, see if it matches up with mine. I'm going to throw this out later on. There may not be much left of this by the time I'm done. So, all right. I'll put this back here. All right. So, yeah. Okay. And, yeah. So, all right. Boom. Okay. Long time. So, yeah. All right. A few bongo solos thrown in for there. All right. So, yeah. Okay. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. We have our classic sci-fi alien, the Borellian Nomen. And, yeah, he is character actor, the legendary Lance Legault in makeup. Now, this appeared they appeared in the original Battlestar Galactica in 1978. The Borellian Nomen are a part of a warrior tribe and a part of the 12 colonies. They are from Borellia, which they describe as the land of the mega sun and endless sands. They just associating with the colonial humans. They but they dislike the Cylons even more as they are machines. The Borellian Nomen follow a doctrine which is referred to as the Code. The Code. All right. So, and they use a laser bolt as a form of a weapon, which, when drawn, has to be detonated. So the Nomen have well-tuned reflexes and superhuman strength. When pursuing an enemy, it is called a blood hunt. Borellian Nomen appear in 2 Battlestar Galactica episodes, The Man with 9 Lives and Baltar's Escape. Once the laser bolt is armed, it has to be used or it explodes. It takes 50 seconds before it detonates. The Nomen are capable of slowing down their beats, temporarily dying, and is a technique that they've learned over the years. So yeah, and that much. I posted more info on my blogcast pages, both my blogcast pages about the Borellian Nomen. So look for it. And this is played by legendary character actor Lance Legault. So there you go. All right. So we go up here. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So it is a good time tonight. So yeah. Mm, 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 okay. All right. Yeah. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. All right. Yeah. Likes and loves for that. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah, bongo solo here. Bam. All right. It is, we get to our, our one hit pro wrestling wonder. All right. So, okay. Mm, mm. Secondly, anyway, we're going to do some cube time now. Rubik's Cube. I'm going to try and get all white on a few spins. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, so there we there we are. All right, so that's all I got right there. So we'll put it in its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right, so good for those mornings. All right, so anyways, um, okay. So as we get to our pro wrestling one hit wonder, he is called. All right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So we get to our one hit wonder. He or was called the Renegade. Real name Rick Wilson. Trained by Killer Kowalski. Debuted in 1992. Now, all right. So this has a sad ending to it. He debuted in 1992 under the name Rio, Lord of the Jungle. Former Rick, in his real life, was a former exotic dancer from the New England area. 1995, WCW signs him as the Renegade. Hulk Hogan, went on a rant. He teases the ultimate surprise for the 1995 uncensored pay-per-view and showed a blurred-out video of a man with long hair and tassels similar to the Ultimate Warrior. So come on, really? Fuck. Okay. So, anyways, I remember this, and even though I could you know how they scramble all the signal. Even I could tell this wasn't the real Ultimate Warrior in through all the scrambling there. So Hulk Hogan said it's the man that's going to bring Hulkamania into the 21st century. So Renegade debuted at Uncensored 95, acting like the Ultimate Warrior, mannerisms and all that. The real Warrior, of course, Jim Hellwig. Didn't help that the real Warrior at the time, Jim Hellwig, was doing interviews saying it was not him, and fans turned on the Renegade. He imitated the Ultimate Warrior in so many ways. All right, yeah. So, anyways, okay, if you can basically, there we are. There's Rick Wilson's Renegade. He was running to the ring, his face paint, shaking the ropes. quick squashes of his opponents. So a month later, he defeats like Arn Anderson, one of the Four Horsemen, for the WCW TV title. He loses the title to Dallas Page September 17th at Fall Brawl. Then it all went downhill for the Renegade. Like his manager was Jimmy Hart, former manager of the Hart Foundation. And he said, and Hulk Hogan said this was the guy that was gonna bring in Hulkamania into the 21st century. So now come on, really? I mean, he was hated backstage in the locker room because, like, I mean, come on, if you're like a one-hit wonder, you take a major wrestling title off a legend, just to like get over with the fans. WCW decreased his stopped his push almost entirely because he started getting booed more than cheered. Now, November 6th, he had a Nitro loss to Kevin Sullivan. Jimmy Hart turns on Renegade, calls him Rick. Renegade returns to Nitro February 26th. He jobs out to Lex Luger, and it's all downhill for Rick Wilson, the Renegade. WCW has him jobbing the Four Horsemen, Scotty Riggs, the Giant. He competes on Thunder and WCW Saturday Night. He goes on a 5-month hiatus, returns to Saturday Night, WCW Saturday Night. August 12th, he loses to Super Callum, will be used as a jobber for most of 1997 and 1998. Final match in WCW, December 7th, loss on Nitro to Wraith. He was released from his contract. Unfortunately, February 23rd, 1999, Rick Wilson commits suicide, self-inflicted shotgun wound to the head, suffering from severe depression. Now, come on. I don't feel it's terrible for what happened to Rick Wilson, but here's the real Ultimate Warrior. Here's the Renegade. So, yeah. And while we're on the subject of the Ultimate Warrior, I did post several of the Renegade's matches and interviews. It's shamefully like a dollar store version of the Ultimate Warrior. Excuse me. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. They had pushed him so quickly. It just didn't help that the real Ultimate Warrior, Jim Hellwig, was out there doing interviews saying this isn't me. This is a fake, and the crowds like just turned on the Renegade. So yeah. And a quick note here. Here's like the Ultimate Warrior DVD collection. So you think the Renegade would have a DVD collection like that? So, anyways, yeah. It's got some of his everybody knows. So yeah, the Ultimate Warrior, the Ultimate Collection has like his 3-disc set of his best matches, including with like Hulk Hogan, Rick Rude, the Macho King, Andre the Giant. So if you see this, pick it up. So yeah, that is the Ultimate Warrior collection. So I did post Rick Wilson's Renegade, like his matches and his interviews on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So yeah, there we go. So it's a WCW one-hit wonder. Rest in peace, Rick Wilson. So yeah. All right. So okay. All right. So yeah. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Boom. All right, bongo solo there. We've got Cactus Jack. Hey, say hello, Cactus Jack. Yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0. Yeah, we shut him off. He's going to be with me for the whole year. We've got the bullhorn. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, Big Jim Blogcast Live. How's everybody out there today? Yeah. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. And it's all good here. If you Have any complaints, concerns, compliments, phone me up on my Big Jims Blogcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone right here, your cell. Say, hey, Jim, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. Shoot the shit, whatever. 1-800-867-5309. So there we go. All right. So, yeah, our craft beer for tonight. We've got a good cigar going on with it. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Mm, mm. All right. Good cigar. Vintage Rocky Patel, 1999. All right. So, yeah. Craft beer for tonight. It's accompanied by our Crown Royal Vanilla. Um, oh, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So, yeah. Mm, mm, All right. It is called Lit Lager. Um, by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, the right outside of Godrich. Going to top it up a little. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight, and mm, goes down smoothly. Spring, summer, and fall beer. Good back deck beer. Good barbecue beer. It reminds me a little bit of OV. Yeah. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw it a number like I've seen so many people do in the past. Like, yeah. Mm, mm, mm. There may be an upcoming bathroom break. Just going to forewarn you right now. Yeah. So, all right. Mm, mm. How many Judas Priest fans we got out there? So I know you're watching. I know you're all watching. So, anyways, yeah. Um, all right. So as we do the cube time, I'm going to get a few spins out of the cube, take it out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug right there. I'm going to try and get all white. All right there. Okay. So as you can see, that white. All right, almost. So I'm going to be doing that all year long until I get like a full color. So, and this was like a classic toy in the 80s for many people under 40 who don't know. So put it back and it's like a coffee mug right there. All right. So yeah, as we get to our like classic guitar duos. Mm, mm, all right. So yeah. Okay. Wow. Mm, mm. All right. So yeah. Okay. So let's see. Well, we've got our classic guitar duos here, KK Downing and Glenn Tipton from Judas Priest. Um, Glenn Tipton joins Judas Priest in 1974. Um, mm, his equipment is his main guitars are Gibson Les Paul Customs 1960 Fender Stratocaster, acoustic ESP Eclipse guitar, Gibson Explorer, a Roland G707 synth guitar, an Ibanez 6721 7-string guitar. He officially endorses ESP guitars and his signature model GT-600. He uses Marshall amplifiers with regular vintage 100 Marshall watt heads. Pedal board MXR unit MXR 12 EQ Crybaby 535 for Q wah Digitech tone Yamaha MIDI board. KK Downing. His guitars are 70s Gibson Flying V, Fender Stratocaster custom Hamer Flying V, and his acoustic Ovation. The lead guitars, his amp. He uses Digitech preamps, Marshall 9100 power amp, Mesa Boogie dual rectifier, Shoot Rockman sustain. Tipton and Downing alternate during lead and rhythm guitar. Their Essential Priest albums, British Steel 1980, Screaming for Vengeance, which we'll get to, 1982, Defenders of the Faith, Painkiller, Turbo, 1986, uses synthesizers. The killer songs they stand out on are Living After Midnight, Parental Guidance, Breaking the Law, Love Bites, you got another thing coming. Now, KK Downing left Judas Priest April 20th, 2011. And Glenn Tipton is semi-retired because he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Glenn still joins them out on tour, like great shape. Gets out there still battling Parkinson's. Priest is still together with Rob Halford, Ian Hill, Scott Travis, new guitarist Richie Faulkner, and touring guitarist Andy Sneap. So yeah, and I did post like all their KK Downing's rig rundown and Glenn Tipton's rig rundown on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. There's your classic guitar duo for tonight, Glenn Tipton and KK Downing. So yeah, there we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. So yeah. All right. So anyways, yeah. Okay. So all right. So anyways, okay. Mm, mm, mm. Got a good cigar going on here. This Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. Get to our classic albums in a minute here. Bongo solo. Bam. All right. And we've got Cactus Jack. He's here with us tonight. Say hello. Hello. I'm Cactus Jack, and you're not. Jack, and you're not. On Big Jim Blogcast Live. Big Jim Blogcast Live. All right. So, yeah, and he's going to be with us all year round. So, yeah. And, all right. So, anyways, before we get to our classic album, I'm going to remind everybody tonight that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast too. Great. Somebody threw out a number. Great, Sue. All right. Plus we'll be going out live on my YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live, at youtube.com. I want to give shouts to everybody watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia Rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, yesteryear groups, all the Judas Priest, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, and the Superman Christopher Reeve groups. Right on. So yeah. All right. So. Da-da-da-da-da. All right. So yeah. All right. And we've got Judas, our classic album by this version of the band, Judas Priest. We've got Ian Hill, Glenn Tipton, Rob Halford, KK Downing, and Dave Holland, the late Dave Holland on drums. All right. So we have our classic album for tonight. It's Screaming for Vengeance, Judas Priest. All right. So yeah, I've got all right, and there's the band on the back. All right. So yeah. Whoops. All right. Whoa. We don't want to ruin that. All right. So we'll just put that right back there. Screaming for Vengeance. Released July 17th, 1982. Recorded in Spain at the Ibiza Studios and BJ Studios in Miami, Florida. Produced by Tom Allum, who's worked with Def Leppard, Black Sabbath, Loverboy, Crocus, Rough Cut, and Y&T. This was Priest's 8th studio album. The band, you've had Rob Halford on vocals, KK Downing on rhythm guitar, Glenn Tipton on lead guitar, Ian Hill on bass, Dave Holland on drums. We've got side one, the Hellion, Electric Eye, Riding on the Wind, Bloodstone, Take These Chains, Pain and Pleasure. Side two, Screaming for Vengeance. You got Another Thing Coming, Fever, and Devil's Child. Screaming for Vengeance was Judas Priest's breakthrough album in North America and was recorded in Europe for tax purposes. You Got Another Thing Coming was added to the album as a last-minute addition. Cover art on the album was designed by Doug Johnson. Really cool cover art there. Gotta love that. They went out on tour, the World Vengeance Tour. Yeah. So yeah, the band went out on tour for 111 shows starting August 26, 1982 till February 21st, 1983, playing in the US, Canada for 7 shows. Opening acts were Crocus, Iron Maiden, Coney Hatch, Uriah Heep. My favorite songs on Screaming for Vengeance were Hellion, Electric Eye, Screaming for Vengeance, Devil's Child, and the one great killer kick-ass song, You Got Another Thing Coming. All right, so if you're ever in a record shop, vinyl shop, pick this up. Classic Priest, right on. So there we go. By this band, the original, Dave Holland, K.K. Downing, Rob Halford, Glenn Tipton, and Ian Hill. So great band, great album right there. From an unknown land, through distant skies, came a winged warrior. None that remain sacred. No one was safe from the Hellion. His uttered battle cry, screaming for vengeance. Dun, 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 dun. You can't help on the opening, on You Got Another Thing Coming. That's that's just like bullets right there. That balls to the wall song right there. And I did post several videos from Screaming for Vengeance on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. There we go. I'll just put this back here. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. You got another thing coming. Do, 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 do. You got another thing coming. All right. So yeah, pick this up. If you're a huge Judas Priest fan, this will go good to your record collection. So yeah, our classic album of the night, Screaming for Vengeance, Judas Priest. All right. So yeah, and that deserves a bongo. It deserves like a. All right. So yeah. Mm, mm. All right. So okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we'll get to my most favorite time in the blogcast in a few minutes here, but we got a good cigar going on here. Mm, mm. All right, boom, yeah. All right, bongo solo there. You think I can strum most of that on my uke? All right, no, I can't. So we'll just put that back down there. All right. So yeah. All right. So, anyways, um, mm, we've got like a good cigar going on here. I do have backup. I brought backup with me. There might be a bathroom break. I don't know. Upcoming. Mm, mm, all right. So yeah, retro. It's like a Rocky Patel vintage, 1999 Connecticut. Um, got that from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. Let's see. What do you? We got a notification here. Right on. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. Company our craft beer tonight is Crown Royal Vanilla. Mm. All right. So, okay. Mm. Mm. All right. Our craft beer for tonight is called Lit Lager by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, the right outside of Godrich. I'm going to top this up. I got to say, I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I got to tell you, goes down smoothly. It's a spring, summer, and fall beer. Um, um, it's a good back deck, patio beer. All right. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Like I said, stick around because I see some people have thrown out a number from. I give this a rating out of 10 later, a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So you know what? I see some people have thrown out a number so far. Um, mm, mm. All right. So, Dave, I see you're watching. Dave, our craft beer night lit lager by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario. Can't miss them. They're they're on Highway 21, basically. Big barn, big logo. Stop in. So, Dave, it might be an 8, might be a 9. You never know. I'm going to put this back here. All right. So, as we get to my most. All right. So, anyways, um, bongo solo, boom. All right. As we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, it's called This Week in Van Halen History. Um, from April 8th to 14th. So, all right. So, anyways, here we go. April 8th, 1978, Sammy Hagar plays the Civic Auditorium in Redding, California. April 8th, 1985, David Lee Roth appears on the nationally syndicated show Off the Record. April 9th, 1980, Van Halen plays the arena in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. April 9th, 2011, Sammy Hagar performs the national anthem with Joe Satriani at AT&T Park for the World Series Championship ceremony in San Francisco, California. April 10th, 1977, Van Halen plays the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood, California. April 10th, 1991, David Lee Roth plays Weisser Hall in Oldenburg, Germany. April 11th, 1986, Van Halen plays the Civic Center in Lakeland, Florida. And Eddie Van Halen and Valerie Bertinelli celebrate their 6th wedding anniversary. April 11th, 86, David Lee Roth attends a Vixen concert at the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood, California. April 12th, 1986, Van Halen's 5150 album hits the U.S. Billboard album chart at number 13. April 13th, 1979, Van Halen plays the arena in Seattle, Washington. April 13th, 1993, Van Halen plays SP Ahoy in Rotterdam, Holland. April 14th, 1982, Van Halen releases Diver Down. April 14th, 1995, Van Halen plays the Horizon in Rosemont, Illinois. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. Thank you very much. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, once again, I'm going to, once again, people, I'm going to remind people that we got a bongo solo going on here. Boom. All right. And once again, I want to remind everybody before I rate the beer, Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to you watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin group, Sarnia Rocks, Sporting Sarnia 2.0, Michelle, you guys rock, Chain Reaction. All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Judas Priest, Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, pro wrestling, the blog groups, the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, the Superman, Christopher Reeve groups, right on. So, anywho, now, all right. So, what you've all been waiting for, I'm going to throw out a number here. My final thoughts on this beer, accompanied by like a great cigar, is a vintage 1999 Rocky Patel cigar, accompanied by like our Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. All right. So, I'm going to top this baby up. I'm going to give my final thoughts on it. All right. So, this is called Lit Lager, and it is by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, Canada. They are right off Highway 21, Big Barn, can't miss them. They've made some great winning beers. Lit Lager, there it is. There's the can, as we should. Oh. All right. So, anyways, this beer, it goes down really smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste. Good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good back deck patio beer. Good barbecue beer. Goes good with steak, any kind of beef. All right. I thought long and hard about this. What am I going to give it? Some people have thrown out a number here. Where is it? Perfect beer. Okay. So, anyways, thought long and hard about it, and I'm going to give it a 10. 10 out of 10. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. So, let me just 10 out of 10. There we go. Enter. There we go. 10 out of 10 on Lit Lager by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, Canada. So, yeah. Not often I do give it a rating out of 10. Not often I do give it a beer a 10 out of 10, but this is an instant classic. Yeah. So Hey, I'll take your word for it, Sue. All right. So I got to communicate that to Bad Apple Brewing Company. All right. So yeah. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Great beer. Great beer. There we go. So yeah. All right. All right. We'll put this back here. Okay. 10 out of 10. Yeah, Dave. If you're ever near Bad Apple Brewing Company, pick this up. Mm. All right. Fuck yeah. So, all right. So, anyways, um, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, 10 out of 10. Good beer. All right. Can't say enough about it. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So, nice. Right on. Yeah. Fuck. You can drink that tonight after work. Fuck. And revel in all its gloriness, all of its 10 out of 10ness. It's great taste, smooth. Yep. 10 out of 10. There we are. So, all right. Okay, yeah, all right. If I don't steal it first, so ha, all right, okay. Mm, that was a good beer. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, um, I have been getting requests for T-shirts. Like, if you have a T-shirt, if you want a T-shirt like mine, um, mm, oh, huh, oh, okay. Well, anyways, I'll have to go back to Bad Apple and get a couple of cans. But if you want a T-shirt like mine, tank top with the logo on the front or the back, or any other design, or the classic design, or a tank top, you inbox me on my Big Jim Blogcast Live page, or my regular page, or my fan page. They are $35, shipping and handling included. And it takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. And I know I've made a few people happy with like T-shirts. So again, e-transfer, money order. You tell me what design you want, and I'll do my best to get that out to you. 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. I can't handle that. I can't help that. It's just the way it is. So, mm, mm, all right. So that is, mm, mm. All right. So yeah. Okay. Mm, mm. All right. So yeah. Um, mm. Good cigar here. Bongo solo. Boom. All right. And if you guys want to you know, talk about the beer tonight, call me up on your rotary phone or your cell, 1-800-867-5309. Customer, you want any concerns, complaints? There you go. There's the hotline. All right. Boom. Okay. So yeah. Mm. Our inspirational, motivational quote tonight: the future may be rooted in the past, but you can always uproot and replant. And that's by Unknown. Um, I'll repeat that. The future may be rooted in the past, but you can always uproot and replant. All right. So, yeah. And this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. All right, people. That's it for me. Um, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 287, Sunday, April 14th, 2024. All right. We gave a 10 out of 10 to Lit Lager by the Bad Apple Brewing Company in Zurich, Ontario, Canada. Our birthday shout outs: Mel Keenan, Chris Waters, Jared Court, Jennifer Chappell, Travis Goodyear, John LeBlanc, Trevor Wardrop, Helena Sousa, our countdowns, local events. Hey, it's that guy, Lance Legault, Superman 4, Kryptonite. We talked about Galactica 1980, the Borellian Nomen, Renegade, Ultimate Warrior, our classic guitar duos, K.K. Downing and Glenn Tipton from Judas Priest, our classic albums, Screaming for Vengeance from Judas Priest, This Week in Van Halen History, our inspirational, motivational quote: the future may be rooted in the past, but you can always uproot and replant. Once again, um, Big Jim Broadcast Live is not spam. The audio version goes out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio listening platforms, which is a podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Shout out to you watching tonight from Fort Elgin Group, Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0, Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro classic vintage, yesteryear groups. The Van Halen, Judas Priest, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Battlestar Galactica, blogs, Black Hunter TV, and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, Superman, Christopher Reeve. You will not see me next weekend, so you'll see me the following weekend after that. And cheers, everyone. Again, for Big Jims Blogcast Live and Cactus Jack. I'm Jim. So cheers, everyone. I'll see you the following weekend after. Be good.